Rolls-Royce Phantom 2030. Close your eyes, take a breath, and imagine a world where the loudest thing about a luxury car is its silence. No engine roar, no vibration through the steering wheel, no mechanical drama competing for attention. Just stillness. But not ordinary stillness, engineered silence. The kind of silence that feels expensive, the kind that feels intentional, the kind that feels powerful. For more than a century, the Phantom has stood at the absolute summit of automotive luxury, not chasing trends, not begging for attention, simply existing above everything else. It has carried kings, presidents, billionaires, cultural icons, global power players, not because it was the fastest car in the world, but because it was the most effortless. The Phantom never needed to shout. It never needed aggressive exhaust notes. It never needed sharp, angry body lines. Its presence alone was enough. When a Phantom arrived, people noticed, not because it demanded attention, but because it commanded it, quietly, confidently, inevitably. And now, the world is changing. By the year 2030, Rolls-Royce Motor Cars is expected to complete its transformation into a fully electric future. No more V12, no more combustion, no more traditional engine at all. For some purists, that sounds like the end of an era, the end of mechanical theater, the end of 12 perfectly synchronized cylinders, the end of a sound that defined luxury for generations. But what if this isn't the end? What if this is the beginning of the most authentic Phantom ever created? Because the truth is, the Phantom was never really about noise. It was about isolation. It was about separation from the outside world. It was about removing friction, removing harshness, removing effort. Electric power may be the ultimate expression of that philosophy. Imagine resting your foot gently on the accelerator. No revving, no gear changes, no hesitation. Just motion. Immediate, seamless, uninterrupted. Instant torque delivered with absolute smoothness. Nearly 700 horsepower, released in complete silence. 0 to 60 in just a few effortless seconds. But in a Phantom, speed has never been the headline. What matters is the glide. That surreal sensation that the car isn't moving forward, it's floating, hovering, almost detached from the road beneath it. Electric architecture changes everything. Without a massive engine dominating the front, designers gain something priceless. Freedom, more cabin space, better weight distribution, longer, more elegant proportions. A silhouette that feels even more commanding, even more inevitable. The iconic Pantheon grille will likely remain, but reimagined, softly illuminated. Not aggressive, not flashy, just quietly confident. The legendary Spirit of Ecstasy still leading the way, but modernized, refined, more precise than ever. Massive wheels filling the arches perfectly. Body lines sculpted with surgical precision. Lighting elements so sharp and clean, they feel cut from crystal. The Phantom of 2030 will not chase trends. It will ignore them. Because true luxury doesn't follow the future, it defines it. And then comes the ride. For decades, engineers have described the Phantom's suspension as a magic carpet ride. Already legendary, already unmatched. But now imagine that magic carpet powered by next-generation electric architecture. predictive suspension systems scanning the road hundreds of times per second, cameras reading the surface ahead, preparing for imperfections before you ever feel them, air suspension adjusting in real time, micro-corrections happening invisibly beneath you. The outside world becomes distant, muted, irrelevant. Inside the cabin, time slows down. The door closes with that signature soft whisper, and suddenly, the chaos disappears. Traffic noise fades away, city sounds vanish. Wind becomes almost non-existent. It feels as though the air itself has thickened around you, protecting you, isolating you, shielding you from the world outside. This is not transportation. This is separation from reality. And that raises the deeper question. Can an electric Phantom still feel like a true Rolls-Royce? Or will silence change its soul? Perhaps silence was always its soul. Because when you remove noise, you begin to notice detail. The precision of every stitch in the leather, the natural grain flowing through the wood veneer, the cool, flawless touch of hand-finished metal, the impossibly deep softness of the carpet beneath your feet. In 2030, the interior may reach levels we can barely imagine today. Hand-stitched leather sourced from the finest hides on earth. Open-pore wood veneers polished to mirror perfection. Sustainably crafted materials that feel even more exclusive. Every surface balanced, every texture deliberate. Nothing rushed, nothing loud. Everything intentional. And in the Phantom, the rear seat remains the throne. Because in a Phantom, you don't drive. You are driven. Sink into the rear cabin. The door seals shut. And the world outside becomes someone else's problem. Seats recline slowly, almost ceremonially. Massage functions tuned with surgical precision. Climate control adapting intelligently to your body temperature. Ambient lighting shifting subtly with the time of day. A champagne cooler hidden discreetly between passengers. Crystal glasses designed exclusively for this cabin, not placed, presented. Because in this world, details are everything. Above you, the Starlight headliner. Thousands of fiber-optic lights woven by hand. A private constellation reserved only for you. But in 2030, it may evolve even further. Imagine a living sky. Stars that shift gently over time. Constellations that mirror the night above your home city. A ceiling that responds to your mood. Your destination, your time zone, your universe, tailored. And then there is intelligence. By 2030, the Phantom will almost certainly integrate advanced AI assistance, not intrusive, not overwhelming, invisible. Learning your preferences, adjusting seating automatically, pre-cooling or warming the cabin before you enter, selecting the perfect lighting for evening drives, even suggesting routes designed for maximum smoothness, not just speed. Because in a Phantom, the goal is never urgency, it is effortlessness. Autonomous capabilities may also reach new heights. Hands-free highway cruising, advanced chauffeur assist systems, perhaps even full self-driving in controlled environments. But make no mistake, this car will never feel like a robot. It will still feel handcrafted, still feel human, still feel rare. Because that is the essence of Rolls-Royce. Technology should disappear into the background. Luxury should remain front and center. And as the world becomes louder, faster, more chaotic, the Phantom of 2030 may become more relevant than ever. A rolling sanctuary, a private escape capsule, a statement that true power does not need to raise its voice. So the real question is not, can an electric Phantom survive the future? The real question is, was the Phantom always preparing for it? Because in the end, silence isn't the absence of power. In a Rolls-Royce Phantom, Silence is the ultimate expression of it.